Good evening, everyone. I am getting ready to make another soup out of this soups and breads. I'm making a beef vegetable soup. This recipe is pretty standard. The reason that I chose it is because I was going through my freezer and I found this bag of stew meat that I froze last November. I think I bought it because it was on clearance at Walmart, and I want to use it up. And so I just was trying to find a recipe that used stew meat, and beef vegetable soup it is. I have made vegetable soup before. It's been a while, but reading through the recipe, it's pretty standard. And this works out because I have limp celery that I really want to use up, a few carrots left that I really want to use up, and I had all the ingredients, almost all the ingredients. It's supposed to have garlic powder and salt. I don't have garlic powder. It is on my list of things to buy, but I do have garlic salt, and I realize it's stronger than garlic powder, so I'm just going to leave out the regular salt and use garlic salt as a substitution for those two items. And then I did have to, hey Brittany, I did have to buy some tomato paste and a can of stewed tomatoes. I was out of onions, so I bought an onion. And then this recipe also calls for 4 red potatoes, so I bought that. So I had almost everything. And this is going to make a huge pot. It says 6 to 8 servings. So I'll freeze what I don't use if we don't eat it all, but I think we'll eat it all. I don't mind leftovers sometimes. Cinnamon, what do you see? What do you see? Try not to scratch the wall. Okay. It's worse than having toddlers. I have noticed a lot of recipes call for Dutch ovens lately. I don't have a Dutch oven. I have this nice new pot. This is the biggest out of the set that my husband got me a couple months ago. If you watch me enough, I have mentioned it in the past. He got a really good deal. Like, I think it was a Black Friday, still. And it had been a while since we had got new pots and pans. And I will have to say, it is wonderful cooking with new pots and pans. I should have got them way before this. But I'm going to use this as my Dutch oven. Isn't it just like a thicker pot? Whatever, this will do. This stew meat came already cut up, but I feel like these are pretty big chunks. So I'm gonna cut them in half because I do want bite-sized pieces. I don't want to have to, still a little frozen right here. I don't want to have to cut up meat in soup when I'm eating it. So I'm gonna make these bite-sized pieces. So instructions are to cover the beef with flour. I don't know why. If someone knows why, tell me below. I did take home ec growing up. I don't remember why. My mom didn't cook when I was growing up. She cooks now, of course, when I'm no longer in the house. But growing up, she didn't really cook that much. So I am definitely self-taught, and I cannot, for the life of me, think, why the heck am I supposed to coat this beef in flour? I browned the meat. Now I remove that. I think it looks a little burnt. Robert says it looks perfect. So he does this way more than I do, so I'll take his word for it. This is all the celery I got. I definitely should have bought more celery. So now we're going to cook the onions first. And I did a terrible job chopping them up. Anyway, we're going to cook the onions and celery for 5 minutes. So yeah, this is the scraps. The celery, I just thought it was way too soft. Wasn't happy with it. I checked the carrots. They're still hard enough, so I'll use those. And my husband had to run to the store to get something for something that he's working on, and so I asked him to pick me up some garlic powder, so I won't have to worry about that substitution not working out. This is such a long process. I can see why Campbell's does so well with ready-made soups, because soup is not an easy thing to make. It's not hard. It's just got a lot of steps. It just takes a lot of time, but it's worth it. And the other thing that's bugging me is, so this is it's a built-in microwave. It broke. It came with the house. It's 15 years. Oh, it's more than that. I think it was made in the 80s, 90s, whatever. It's a really old microwave, however old it is. And Robert's repaired it several times. But now the part that it needs costs $200, so forget it. He's researching microwaves. We're going to get a new one. Until then, I miss the light. There's a light underneath that don't work anymore. I missed that, and it also had a vent, so so the kitchen didn't stink like cooked food the whole time. So yeah, definitely missing my light and my vent. And so even though I don't use a microwave that much, I didn't feel like I could live without one. So we just bought this small one. It was $50. $50. Like, I remember back in the day, you could get like a microwave for $10 at Dollar General. So things change. This beef base, whatever. I got it at Sam's Club. I would use it again. Usually I get that better than bouillon. God, I can never say that word. But it's expensive. I don't think this was like a huge savings, but it was still a small savings. I really like it. I think it's stronger than the other one I usually buy. So it's almost out. I will definitely buy it again. We use this beef base. We use chicken base more. But I'm liking this beef base. I think I might be using that more often. Anyway, you gotta have your water hot to dissolve it. I'm trying to cook, and these cats are running around the house like crazy cats. I forgot to add, this one also has green beans and corn. I have both of this in the freezer, so that's going to be easy. It doesn't say frozen green beans, but I'm going to use frozen green beans. And these 4 things you add like at the last part. It's going to take 2 hours. Like, you cook it for, where do we go? Simmer for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Then you add the potatoes and carrots, cook for another 15 minutes. Then you add the green beans and corn and cook for another 12 minutes. So that's like what? An hour and 45 minutes, not counting prep time? Yeah, I'm crazy. Cinnamon, I'm crazy. All right, it's boiling. Now we're gonna reduce the heat and simmer for an hour and 20 minutes. That's Danny crying. I just fed him an hour and a half ago. I guess it smells so good. He thinks it's second dinner, but it's not. I have like 5 different vegetable pillars, but this cheap one is still my favorite. And what the heck is up with this carrot? It's supposed to only be like 3 carrots. I'm gonna cut them all up because I feel like I'm gonna have a lot of waste. There's definitely like bottom of the barrel carrots. It's been an hour and 20 minutes. The next step is adding the potatoes and carrots. And now cook that for 15 minutes. All right, it's time to add the last part, the green beans and corn. At this point, I'm starving. I should have started this way earlier. Soup I love it, but it takes too long. Did you hear that? It's just cats knocking stuff over, because why not? That's a lot of soup. Even having 2 servings, I'm definitely going to be freezing some soup. Quick taste test. The broth is amazing. I'm gonna get a piece of meat because it's stew meat that's been cooking for like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. That was really, really good. Well worth the wait. All right, as you can see, the soup is still cooking. We had a bowl. It was absolutely delicious. But recipes are not infallible. The cook time for the potatoes was not long enough. Maybe I cut them a little bigger than 1 inch, but still, they were still practically raw. And I should have realized that, like, it just didn't seem like enough cook time for that temperature. So sometimes you have to trust your gut. And so cooking longer, so tomorrow when we eat it, the potatoes will be cooked. I just picked out the potatoes and put them back in the pot because Robert took one bite and he's like, this is raw. It made me think of Gordon Ramsay. But anyway, I'm like, I'm so sorry. So yeah, recipes make mistakes too. The cook time was just, remember, it had me add it in stages. I should put the potato in a lot sooner than that. I'm petting Felix. He's being bad on the counter. Every once in a while I'll get a comment about, you shouldn't allow the cats on the counter. You own a cat. Anyone who makes that comment don't own a cat. Trust me, I try to keep these cats off the counter. I try everything. But it's a cat house. It happens. I just go through a lot of counter cleaner, all-purpose cleaner. And I quit using paper towels because I was using way too many to wipe down the counter. So I just use, dish towels. And I go through two or three a day, just wiping down the counters. Because I have cats that are pains in the ass. Anyway, it was good. The beef soup was absolutely delicious. It's just cook your potatoes longer than what the recipe said.